Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, returning to you tonight for a movie review. Hopefully you will enjoy this movie review for the movie Thanksgiving, the 2023 film. I'm still trying to get caught up on some movies, just so you know, because I'm still like 4 months behind. And mostly, I'm kind of glad I stayed away from TikTok for a bit. I don't hate the platform, but I know it's about to get a ban soon if they don't come to an agreement on something, so they're giving them 5 months to figure out if they want to sell to the US, and if not, it's getting permanently banned from the US. So basically, yeah, that's why I'm staying away from TikTok, because I just don't care anymore. But still, I'm going to discuss what I watched for Thanksgiving, the 2023 film, for this hour and 46-minute movie, and let you know my thoughts on this movie overall. So let's dive into this movie review. Now, basically, the premise of the movie is about a Black Friday sale that turned out to have a couple tragedies happen where people were killed in the midst of the Black Friday sale at Right Mart in the movie. And apparently Patrick Dempsey is one of the, which his acting was pretty good in this movie. I'll give him that. But there were some flops for some certain performances in the movie. Not every performance was outstanding in any way. It was kind of mid and kind of hit or miss with some performances, and that's going to drag the rating down a little bit for the movie, but I honestly thought this was a good film. Because one, you have some pretty killer, fantastic, brutal kill scenes. And I don't like to say that to be fucking creepy as fuck in that sense, but come on, this movie had some pretty horrific kill scenes that were pretty horrifying to even look and see it. But honestly, the Pilgrim guy or whatever, you find out it's, well, I'm not going to reveal what it is because that'll spoil the movie, but if you've seen the movie, you kind of know who it is. So basically, they're after this family, the Wrights. Thomas Wright is basically the one that's behind the Right Mart store, and he basically let that tragedy happen on his watch, and unfortunately, a few people died, and a certain character died, Amanda or whatever in the film, at the beginning of the movie, but that it goes into a year later where this Pilgrim mass killer starts going after the people responsible for that, and basically is killing each person one by one. So I think the most horrific one was like, there was quite a bit of horrific ones, but the horrific one was the first kill, which was first and second kill. Those were the most horrific ones. And then the one with the turkey and the guy in the turkey outfit gets his head chopped off in broad daylight by a pitch axe or whatever, like those pilgrim axes or whatever, and it's just like what the fuck was that about? So basically, I had a good time watching this film, but some of the plot and the premise, it's basically, like I said, after the Right Mart thing, basically this killer's seeking revenge on the people responsible, and it turns into the thing where you find out no one can be trusted and the whole town's corrupt or whatever. So he's basically going after people responsible, and that's where it turns into like money hungry greed things. They're profiting off tragedy kind of stuff, which is really fucked up, and people do that in the real life, honestly, and that's really sad, honestly. So basically, overall, I think it was a good film. Would I say it was one of my favorites? Not really, but it still had a good premise. The storyline was good. The performances could have been a little better executed in a way. Addison Rae's performance, fine, I guess. The girl that played Jess, she was okay in it, but she tried to give it her all, but I don't think she fully excelled in that area of the horror genre. Because she was a little too serious in some cases when she was doing her performances, and I was like a little thrown off by that, and I was like, this is not a great performance from her. So basically, her performance was mid, but it could have been better. And other performances were kind of mid, but the overall execution of the film was good for what it went for. So if I were to give this movie an overall score, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. The kill scenes were brutal and pretty interesting and really well executed and pretty gorifying to even see it. But the overall execution of some of the performances is what dragged the movie down a little bit, but not too much to the point where the movie was hot garbage. It just was good in its own way. So, 8 out of 10 for Thanksgiving, the Eli Roth movie, because this was directed by Eli Roth, and this is what her vision of the film she wanted to make, and this is how it executed. And the writers didn't do so bad with the film, it's just the performances. Some of the performances were kind of mid. But with that being said, 8 out of 10 for this film. Thank you for watching this movie review for Thanksgiving 2023 film.